What's going on, everybody? Brandon here, back with another action figure review. Very excited. In front of us, all new 6-inch figures from Spin Master. Super happy, super excited. The Flash and Batman, I found them a little while ago, been wanting to review them, and now I get the perfect chance to. They also had these available, so you can get repacks of Nightwing, Robin, Batman, and then our new Batman and Flash at Five Below. They're available in store and they're also available online, so I'll include the link. And then these guys, very interesting, very surprised and very happy to find them. They come from a company in Denmark, a kids clothing company called Luksus Baby and Tweens. Very interesting, very surprised, very happy to find them. These are not available in the US yet. Our new version of Nightwing is fantastic. We've gotten him in the 12-inch scale and in the 4-inch scale, but not like this yet. And it's crazy because the Five Below packaging is exactly the same, but we get the new Nightwing now. So very excited for that. If we look at the back side, you can see even the difference here. For Nightwing in the barcode, it says they're S1V2, and this one says S2V1. So Style 2 version 1 or Style 1 version 2. Very interesting because we have gotten this Nightwing before, but they're calling this one version 2, I guess, because he's repacked. That is crazy. But yeah, you guys, our new Nightwing is here. He looks fantastic, phenomenal. And he's got open hands so we can put some Eskrima sticks in there. That's going to be awesome. Again, the UPC for the new Nightwing if you need it. And I'll leave the link to him below. And then also really like the one I was most hyped for right here is Green Lantern. I cannot believe we already got our 6-inch Green Lantern John Stewart. The 12-inch one I don't even have yet, but hopefully soon. Here is the UPC for him. And this, it says right there, S1V1. This is our first Green Lantern. Very excited for this. So, you guys, I am very excited to unbox these with you. The Flash looks phenomenal. We got his 9.5-inch scale version as well. And I was really happy to find that one at Kohl's. And then for the 6-inch, also S1V1. So, very excited. And I didn't expect to get the new Batman so soon. We just got the 4-inch and the 12-inch version, and here he is now, 6-inch scale. So very cool, very excited and happy to have this one too. I think the more variety we get for our value figures, the better. And I'm really excited we got these. Hopefully we get Wonder Woman soon and Aquaman. I don't know why we don't have them already. We're going to get these out of the packaging and take a closer look. I had to show you guys this. The difference in packaging between these Batmans, I had to laugh because here where it says Rebirth, it's just a little sticker that they put above it. Look, it's, can you guys see that? Hold on, let me see. This is hilarious. It's just a little sticker. It's raised. Can you see it? It's just a sticker that they slapped on over the Batman name. And here, it's not there, but here it is. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, Rebirth Batman. And then for the back side, what's really interesting about this, and I don't know what the P stands for, but he's S1V1P2. I don't know what that means. That's really interesting. And then this one just says S5. So, Style 5, version 1. Which I get that. We've gotten Armored Batman. We've gotten Batman in different color schemes before. So, very interesting. All right, we're going to get him out of the packaging. Maybe it's Style 1, version 1, packaging 2, second packaging because it's repacked. That is the best guess I have. Style 1, version 1, packaging 2. I'm not even going to try to guess what the GML means. All right, out of the packaging. Again, you guys, I highly encourage you to not have any fears or worries about this place, Luksus Baby. I'm usually pretty wary when it comes to stuff that isn't Amazon or eBay, Mercari, big name stuff, Walmart, Target. Even then stuff goes wrong with orders, but these guys were packed well, received them fast. It was really, really fast shipping from FedEx. And the figures are great. They were packed well. There was even some candy in the box. Like, it was awesome. So I definitely encourage you, if you need these figures, to go to their site and get them. It's definitely going to be well worth it. They were priced great. They were priced like under 10 bucks each. So very happy to have them. I think when you do the conversion, I think Green Lantern was like 7.50 euros, something like that, and similar with Nightwing. So like really cheap. It's just the shipping that you got to pay, but if you need them, definitely worth it. Great site. All right, you guys, we got our figures out of the packaging side by side. They look awesome together. So first up, taking a look at Nightwing. He is fantastic. I really like the sculpt work on this figure. The design is awesome, and it's one that I've really grown to like. This is future state Nightwing. The only thing I don't think we got painted on this figure is right here, the emblem on the backside, but we didn't get that on the 4-inch or the 6-inch version. Underneath his feet, no peg holes, but we got some stuff here. Vietnam 2024 with some serialization, and DC S24 2024 on this side here with some serialization as well. All in all, a very nice looking figure. I think the only gripe I have is with his neck. Unfortunately, it looks like the V area of his collar was not painted in all the way. So that's kind of a bummer. And there's also a line across his neck, which I'm not sure why that's there. It almost looks like an articulation point, but it is not. I don't know why that's there. But other than that, it is a very cool looking figure. I really do like him. And very simple articulation, moving in the head, side to side, and in his arms. So it's only 3 points of articulation. Nothing in the legs at all, which is kind of a bummer. I wish we would have gotten to a point where we'd at least have articulation here at the hips. But unfortunately, we do not. And I think Nightwing is one of, if not the only 6-inch scale figure with open hands. So we are just going to take this guy right here from McFarlane's Superpowers line, borrow his Eskrima sticks, and put him in this guy's hands. And hopefully they fit. It's a little loose, but it does fit. It does work. So you could definitely do that if you wanted to. And that is pretty sweet. Nightwing, an awesome, awesome looking figure. Next up, taking a look at Green Lantern. This guy is awesome. The sculpt work is great. The detail work, the paint apps, fantastic. I could not ask any more from a 6-inch value Green Lantern. So, yeah, very impressed with this guy. Underneath his feet, let's see what we have here. This is Vietnam 2024, and it says DC 2024 with some serialization. The sculpt work is very nice. We get that triangle line here. This is the Tomorrowverse John Stewart Green Lantern, the one from the latest DC animated movies. And I really do like the design a lot. Really cool here. We get some nice design work on the Green Lantern ring. It is sculpted in. It looks really, really good. So very happy about that. You can feel the texture on it and everything. It's definitely a nice piece. The most important piece for the whole figure. This is even all sculpted in too, and you can feel the difference in the ridges between the black and the green in his gauntlets. So very nice. And then, like I said, this triangle here is painted nice. It does have a ridge as well that carries through over the top of the shoulders and then all the way to the back side of the figure. So very nice, very well done for our first 6-inch John Stewart Green Lantern value size scale. This is pretty awesome. I'm very happy to have this figure. His head moves side to side, and his arms, of course, do a full 360. Nothing in the elbows or the waist or the legs or anything like that. It's just one solid piece. But man, this is a good looking figure. The one thing I did end up noticing on my John Stewart figure, unfortunately, he does have a scuff mark on his nose. Very unfortunate. I really wish he didn't have that. With the boxes and then the open style plastic free packaging, there's just really no avoiding it. Like the figure could, basically scratch anything, and then there's some damage that's caused by it. So yeah, unfortunate, but there's really nothing you can do about it. I'm glad at least it's just the nose and nothing else, like the emblem or an eye or an eyebrow or extra damage to his hair or his mouth. So I'll take what I can get. Overall, still a really good looking figure. Next up, taking a look at the Flash, another really well done figure. He looks fantastic, basically like a mini statue. Just a very, very nice looking representation. This is like our rebirth Flash and kind of into the New 52. If we go a little bit further back, you can see it's not painted, but he does have like the lines there on his cowl. So that to me signifies like this is basically like a New 52 rebirth style Flash. You can see the lines continue over here on his legs a little bit. It's kind of hard to see. Nothing's painted, but if you did a wash on the figure, you could see right away all of the lines pretty easily and clear. But I mean, overall, it does kind of look like it could still be a classic Flash figure. So very nice. Unfortunately, we are missing some paint. Oh, I got a little extra paint right there. Paint on the arms, we're missing it. He should have some lightning over here on his forearms. He does not. Missing that. He was missing it on the 9.5-inch figure as well. The only difference, I think, between those two figures is this one has fisted hands and the 9.5 has open hands, like for running. So Flash's legs don't move at all, unfortunately. That is a bummer. Over here, it says made in Vietnam. And then on this one, it says DC Comics 2023. Very interesting, very cool. And as far as articulation goes, it's not much. If you can guess by now, it's just moving in the head, moving in the arms, and that's really it. But overall, a very nice looking figure. He's definitely going to look great on your shelf. Next up, here we have our new Batman. I gotta say, the look of this guy is kind of killing me. I wish they would just not make him short sleeved. I don't know why they did that. The chest armor, definitely, if you've seen some of my previous videos, I think I've mentioned it a couple of times. It's very reminiscent of Red Hood's armor in the New 52. And then there's definitely a lot of kind of like Batman Nightmare vibes going on. Definitely future state, but overall it does look pretty cool. It is definitely different. And so I think Spin Master going for a different or new look, they definitely accomplished that. Batman has a brown belt. He's got his grapple over here on the side. So that is nice. Any other weapons? He's got a pouch over here. Yes, very interesting. And another couple pouches over here. Usually this belt buckle is painted gold. It is not here. I can definitely see them saving on some paint. But overall, it is a very nice looking figure. Definitely an interesting one to add to your Batman collection or arsenal. And then on the bottom, kind of tough with the darker paint to see what it says. Made in Vietnam and DC Comics 2023, it looks like. Yep, 23. But yeah, overall, Batman is a cool looking figure, very similar to the 12-inch and the 4-inch version. He's got movement in his head side to side, moving in his arms pretty tight, but they do move full 360. His arms are kind of in like this outward mode or pose a little bit, like they come out a little bit. So Flash's arms, for example, look a little bit longer, probably I think because they're just a little closer to his body. I think they're definitely paying a lot more closer attention to anatomy and proportions now. So, yeah, very interesting. But overall, a cool looking figure. He does have some extra gadgets or gear, batarangs on his upper arm. And then on this side, it looks like some, maybe some gas or something. He can throw on the ground. Boom, make his getaway. Overall, not too bad. The cape, unfortunately, is that kind of like cheap, plasticky, papery kind of material. It's not the nice new cloth capes that we've been getting on our 4-inch figures or like on the Black Adam figures. So there is that. But overall, not too bad. For a Nightwing size comparison, here he is with the previous 6-inch Nightwing, the 4-inch Nightwing, and the 12-inch Nightwing. All three of these, 1, 2, and 3, are all from Future State. So if you're a Future State fan, you got Nightwing in every scale now. Pretty awesome. And just confirming, we definitely got the same paint apps on all of these guys. The emblem on Nightwing's backside is not painted on any of the new ones, only on the old one. Next, for our new Flash figure, here he is with his previous counterparts. As you can see, he compares with the 9.5 very well. Like, these two are basically the exact same figure. One has open hand, one has closed hands. And very interesting, I was able to find my old Mattel Flash. Shout out to my daughter Cece for that. There you can see how far they've come. No articulation in the legs, which kind of sucks, but he used to have articulation in the wrists, so that is very interesting. But yeah, overall, the new Flash fits in great. If you're a Flash collector or a DC fan, he's definitely a good one to have. Next for a Batman comparison, here he is with some previous counterparts with the 9.5, the 12-inch, the 4-inch, and multiple versions of 6-inch scale value Batmans. They all look really nice together, you guys. The new one's going to fit in great. Definitely some noteworthy points. He is missing some paint apps compared to the 4-inch version, like on his leg and then on his belt buckle, but not too much other than that. And it looks like the 12-inch one did get the same paint apps as the 4-inch. It is just our 6-inch version that is missing those. And here he is next to some other 6-inch Batmans. They all look really nice together, you guys. So overall, our new Batman does fit in very nicely. For a Green Lantern size comparison, here he is with some previous counterparts. There is no 9.5-inch Green Lantern from Spin Master. The 12-inch one I don't have yet, but I'll definitely do that comparison as soon as I can. Here we have our Spin Master 4-inch version 1, version 2, Mattel's DC Universe Classics, and McFarlane's DC Multiverse. All in all, not too bad. He does fit in very nicely with your previous counterparts. If you're a Green Lantern fan, you're going to want to get the new one for sure. For a size comparison, some other Spin Master figures, Cyborg, Superman, Robin, Black Adam, they all fit in pretty nicely together for the most part. I'm kind of surprised about Superman, though. All of a sudden, somehow, he's become the shortest guy in the group. I don't know how that happened. Look at our value Superman compared to the whole rest of the crew. He's just way, way shorter. So I think we are now much overdue for a new Superman figure. Next, I swapped out the Spin Master figures for some much older Mattel figures, value figures. Those actually fit in pretty good. This Robin's actually one of my favorite Robins in this scale. But yeah, overall, not too bad. The Superman's even a little bit bigger, so that's nice. So if you're collecting this scale, definitely look back at some of those old Mattel figures. I actually collected almost every figure from this line for my kids in this scale because they were just so durable and then simple, and they were really great. So definitely nice to have. I do have a Green Lantern Hal Jordan lying around here somewhere, and Batman as well from Mattel. If I find those, I'll be sure to include them at some point so you guys can see the comparison, either in pictures or in this video if I can. Anyways, these guys fit in great together. All right, you guys, that about does it for this action figure review. Thank you so much for watching. A lot of fun, these basic 6-inch value figures from Spin Master. Super happy to have these in the collection. Most especially, I think, Green Lantern. I think we just haven't gotten enough of him probably in the past decade in action figure form. So nice to have a new one on the shelf for sure. You guys let me know in the comments below if you're going to pick up or pass on these, what you're finding online and in your local areas. I'd love to hear from you. Most of these figures, they retail for like $5 to $10. So definitely some bang for your buck. If you're a parent looking for some durable toys for your kids, definitely look at the value figures, the 6-inch figures that are going to be at Five Below or discount stores. Even Family Dollar, I see these showing up. So definitely worth it for your money. Definitely for some great playtime if you're a collector. You already know these are going to be pretty critical depending on what you collect. The characters, the teams, the toy line. You know what I mean. There's going to be a lot more Spin Master stuff coming up, some Batman 85 stuff, some other cool stuff. Keep it right here at my channel as I find more new cool and awesome toys, and I'm sure I will. I'll be sure to bring it to you right here. Once again, I'm Brandon. Thanks for watching.